Hello YouTube, this is Haunting Studios, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some brand new Spirit Halloween animatronics that just got revealed this morning, so let's get right into it. Alright, we're just going to start this video strong and get right into it. We're going to start for the 4.8 foot Dark Princess animatronic. Now, this animatronic starts at 46 inches tall, and then she's going to pop up using the Dagger mech, which we saw last year, which is kind of the mech where whenever she pops up, the arms and the head kind of lift up, and she'll pop up to a full height of 4.8 feet tall, and you'll see her arms pop up and her head tilt up, and then her wings will also spring as well. So this is going to be quite the jump scare. As you can see from the photos, I really love the design of this character. I love the possessed look on her face. The fade on her outfit really looks awesome. I love the wings on her, how those expand. That really creates an awesome effect. The Dark Princess will be retailing for $170 and is going to be online only, which is kind of unfortunate, because I'd like to see her in person. I think she'd sell well if she was in person, but oh well, I think that people who still want her will still purchase her anyways because she's really a cool animatronic. Now the next animatronic that we gotta look at is the Cremator. Now this guy, unfortunately, has been kind of a letdown to me. He unfortunately seems to be a static prop, which I am all for static props, but this one just seems kind of lazy just by the looks of it. I do like the lighting effects on this guy. He's really awesome. As you can see, it's a hooded Reaper. He's holding a skull, and there's pretty much flame effects throughout the hood to make him look like he's a spirit of fire. I think that is a really cool illusion, but here's the kicker. He's retailing for $200, which is kind of a lot. It's not like he's big or giant or anything. He's only 6 feet tall. He's going to be produced by Techie Toys, which I can tell because of the voice lines of this guy. That's a very techie voice. Where the dead walk free. I know that voice from many other techie props. But anyways, I'm not really too thrilled by this guy, but I definitely think he'll still have his fans, and since he has 3 phrases, I can definitely see people being a fan of this guy. Alright, the next prop we have to talk about is Cotton Candy Dan. This guy looks awesome. As you can see, it starts off looking like this clown that's just making some cotton candy, and then out of the cotton candy, this horrific corpse head pops out, and it's a great jump scare. I'm really interested to see this one's mech because it's a pop-up mech that rocks back and forth, so I'm really curious to see how that works. He's going to be manufactured by Techie Toys. I love the design on the clown. I love the melted face of him. That really looks awesome. He also has a pretty good voice. I like his phrases. And the scream whenever the head pops out, just a slow down stock scream. I'm sorry, I just love it when props use stock screams. It's just kind of funny. I mean, I don't dislike it. It's just kind of funny in a way. But anyways, this guy's going to be retailing for $329.99, which honestly, that is a bit much for what he is. But if you kind of think about it, you are getting 2 animatronics here. You're getting the clown, and you're also getting the pop-up jump scare with the cotton candy. So if you think about it that way, the price does make a little bit more sense. But overall, I am a big fan of this guy. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be paying $330 for him, but I do really like him, and if I do end up with him, I would not be disappointed. Moving on, we have the 7-foot Ringmaster. This guy's incredible. His neat little gimmick that he has is actually a projector within his stomach that he actually does a little reveal and makes it look like he's got souls within his stomach. That's actually a really neat effect. We haven't really seen this on any other animatronic, or we've seen this type of projection effect before, but we haven't really seen it utilized in this way, which is a really unique way to use it. I'm glad it's being used in this way. And he's actually gonna like tilt back and open up his vest to actually show you the chest with the projection effect. That's actually a really neat animation. I'm super hyped to see this one in action. By the base and just telling by the way he is, he looks like he's going to be manufactured by Techie Toys. He's going to be also retailing for $329.99, which again is a lot, but you're getting a whole projector inside of this one, so this one might make a little more sense as well. But overall, I think this guy's going to be awesome. Definitely one I'm going to be looking forward to seeing in person. Moving on, this one's a little more uneventful. We don't really have any photos of this one just yet, but for fans of the Jumping Spider series, I have big news for you. We are getting a new installment in the Jumping Spider series. We are getting the Gray Jumping Spider. Yes, I know, the most eventful prop of all time. I know, we're all so excited. But I'm glad to see more jumping spiders. I don't know why they chose a gray one when they could have chosen like a green one or a blue one or something cool like that. But I don't know. He's still going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Another jumping spider. We could see a green or a blue one in a future year now that we know that they're doing them again. So that would be awesome. But Spirit, please, green jumping spider. I need it for my lab, please. Now, no new really photos of any of these guys yet besides Cerberus. I'm gonna throw some Cerberus photos up here real quick. We have new photos of Cerberus, but I'm just gonna reiterate this: Twitching Banshee, Creepy Towering Clown aka Grimsley the Great, and Cerberus will all be returning for this year with new models. So definitely keep your eyes out for those if you're looking forward to those. I'm super happy to see Twitching Banshee return. I definitely think she was a super creepy prop. I'm also super happy to see Creepy Towering Clown return. I know he had a super large impact on the industry as a whole. I definitely believe that he's an awesome clown. He really started it all. He's definitely an icon of Spirit Halloween. And then Cerberus, I'm super happy to see Cerberus return because not only is he returning for this year, he's back for good, and he's going to be retailing for $130. So definitely a great budget prop. So super happy to see him returning, and not only returning, but as a budget prop. That's super awesome. Now, we do not have an updated price on the Twitching Banshee animatronic, but we do have an updated price on the Creepy Towering Clown animatronic. He will be retailing for $230, which is a great price. Not much of a big price increase there. Super happy to see him back. Definitely, if you're a fan of Grimsley, go snag him now before he's gone again, possibly for good. Now, next up to talk about are Emily and Victor. These are licensed animatronics from the Corpse Bride movie. I have not seen this movie myself, but I'm sure many of you out here have and are huge fans of it. These two animatronics have servo technology, which is something I was not expecting them to have. And also, they have USB to USB linkage, so you can link them together so they can each interact with one another, which is super awesome. I'm glad we're starting to see more interactive animatronics. They each look extremely true to the character, which I'm super proud of. Spirit did not mess up their looks at all. They look straight out of the movie. And another thing I just wanted to point out, the Victor is going to be retailing for $280. Emily, the Corpse Bride herself, will be retailing for $300. So just keep that in mind if you are planning to get the both of them. But I expect these two to do very well. I know that's a very popular movie series. So definitely, if you want these two, go hop on them before someone else snags them before you. Next up, we have Nibbles the Clown. Now, this guy is super impressive. The first thing I want to get into on this guy, he's equipped with motion tracking sensor technology. This is the first retail Halloween animatronic to be equipped with motion tracking sensor technology. Now this is what's going to allow him to do. His head is going to follow you around the room. So he's pretty much, he has a moving arm, he has a moving mouth, but his head is going to be following you as he's staring at you, and his phrases are going to be talking like how he's looking at you and stuff. That is going to be super unsettling in a haunted house. Like, if you have him in a good enough spot where people can notice that he's following them, that is going to get people really good. And I'm super excited for this guy, and I hope that the motion sensor technology isn't faulty, because this guy is just really awesome. I love the character design of him. He's an awesome clown. We haven't really seen a clown like this guy. I love the jester hat on him. He really is he's unique all the way around, and overall, super great job, Spirit. I love this guy. Definitely one I'm going to have to try and pick up this year. Forgot to add, that guy's only $300, so you're going to pay only $300 for motion sensor technology. That is impressive. That's the first animatronic we've seen to be able to track people. It's only $300. That is crazy. Next up, we have one we did not know about prior to this leak. It is Towering Tula. Now, this animatronic looks like it's gonna be like a Mr. Dark reskin, but it's like a witch. I think it's a pretty neat concept. Not one that's really made for me, but I can definitely see people being a fan of it. Yeah, not really too much to say about her here. She's really just gonna be kind of like Mr. Dark and Hellspawn, but a witch. I'm sure she'll have her fans. I guess I'm just not really one of those fans.
Yo! Ah!
Alright, so the next animatronic we have is the 10-foot giant Death Ray. Now, this is an animatronic I hear a lot of shade going for on the internet. You either love him, you either hate him. The main complaint I've heard from people is that they think he does not really just look like an alien. He looks more like a mummy, if anything, because of the amount of cloth he has on him. And yes, I wish that they had used like blow-molded plastic, but think about it this way. He's priced at $350 right now, and they used cloth. If they used blow-molded plastic, he would be so much more expensive, and also the box would be so much bigger. This cloth is going to be able to make him much easier to pack down into boxes, and really it's just going to make your setup overall a lot easier. This guy is indoor and outdoor rated, which I love. I love the LEDs within him. I love that effect. That really is going to look awesome at night. He's also servo, which is really awesome. It's a giant servo alien. It's really awesome. I mean, he really could look better. That's my only con about him. I really don't like the look of him. Like, he does look a little cheap for an alien. I do understand why some people don't like him. But it's an alien. We don't see much of these often, so I'm just going with it. I'm happy that we're seeing an alien overall. Next up, we have Barnaby the Bear, and this is another one that I'm a super big fan of and that I'm probably going to be getting for this year. I love the look of this guy. It's another circus act. I've always been a fan of these circus act type props that we've been getting over the last couple of years, and this one may be one of the coolest ones ever. I mean, it's a bear on a ball. That looks super awesome. I love the aggressive look on his face. This guy definitely looks more realistic than Monty, who we saw looked more like the toy, the Symbol Monkey traditional toy. This guy definitely looks more like a vicious bear. I can't wait to see this guy in action. Allegedly, he has balancing movement, which I'm really excited to see. Overall, this one look really awesome, but I'm really excited to see his animation. We did get a little glimpse of it in the video of the teaser that we saw a couple weeks back, but his demo is still not up yet, so I'm really excited to see that demo. This is yet another one that I'm a super huge fan of and that I'm probably going to be getting for this season. Bobby Strings. This one blew me out of the park. So listen to this guy's animation. His arms and legs are going to extend out up to 8 inches and move up and down just as if you were being controlled like a puppet by a puppet master. So this guy is going to perform like a puppet. This is insane. We have never seen an animatronic quite like this before, so this is really revolutionary. I'm super excited to see this guy in action. This is definitely one I will be trying to pick up this season. I love the look of him. Super unique character. Looks just like a ventriloquist dummy. Just exactly how I pictured it. I didn't know how they were going to do it, but they pulled it off. This one is amazing. Definitely one I'm going to have to get. And it says it's 7.7 feet. That is huge. I cannot wait to see this one in person. This one must be awesome because 7.7 feet, that's like 3 or 4 inches shy of 8 feet. That is awesome and pretty awesome. I was not expecting that much from Bobby Strings, if I'm being honest with you. This next one is a bit less exciting and a bit more generic. This is the 3-foot Gravestone Ghoul animatronic. Now, this guy, he just has the standard twitching animation, but he's lurking behind a tombstone. This is a pretty cool animatronic if you do like a cemetery theme. I may pick him up if he's at like the sale or something. He's retailing for $180, which is a pretty good price. He's a pretty good budget prop. He's just kind of generic, so compared with all the other stuff we're seeing from Spirit, not really one that stands out too much to me. But if I see him at like the sale or for like a cheap price, definitely one I would not be upset getting my hands on. Right back to exciting with maybe one of probably my favorite prop of the year this year, Wanda Webwork. I was not expecting Wanda Webwork to be a giant mutant spider. A giant mutant spider that doesn't talk and just makes scary spider noises. This is actually insane. I'm blown away. This is a perfect, I'm probably just gonna like throw a lab coat on her and like make her look like a mutated doctor, but this is awesome. I was not expecting this from Wanda Webwork. Spirit, you did an amazing job. Seasonal Visions, this looks like this is also manufactured by. Amazing job. Apparently her front arms move, her mouth moves, and she also has posable arms. All her arms are posable, which is super awesome. This is definitely one I'm going to have to pick up, and she's only $270, which is a really good price if I'm being honest with you. It says she's only 6 feet tall, which she may be a little short in person, but okay, come on, she's super intimidating. This is an awesome animatronic. Shout out to you, Spirit. This animatronic is killer, and I mean killer. On to one of the more boring animatronics, we have the Max Straw animatronic. I'm not that big of a fan of this guy. It's really just a scarecrow that's holding on to a pitchfork, like the 12-foot witch, but he's only 7.5. He's only like 8 feet tall, and he turns his head back and forth. He says some phrases, like he makes laughing wind and crow noises, and that's it. And he's $180. I guess that's a pretty good deal for 8 feet now that I think about it. But other than that, he's really not that special compared to some of the other stuff that we have. But again, a good budget piece for you there. Next up, we have the demonic Gatekeeper. This guy's actually pretty cool. He kind of gives me nostalgia of those old techie risers. This is again another rising animatronic. He actually has fog compatibility, which is actually pretty neat. He's supposed to be some type of like smoldering reaper, and he rises and he has mouth movement and he speaks phrases. He's actually pretty cool. He's $200. Definitely a more generic piece, but maybe one that I pick up at like a sale or something. He does speak 4 phrases, so he does have a bit of a character, but I'm kind of mixed on this guy if I'm being honest. The next animatronic we have on our list is the Halloween 2 Michael Myers animatronic. And this guy is kind of a letdown for me if I'm being honest with you. I'm not really a big fan of his animation. He really looks super robotic. Really looks like an animatronic Michael Myers. I do like his look. He looks like the Halloween 2 Michael Myers. He has the blood tears, he has the bullet wounds, all that. But I just don't like how robotic he moves. He looks too much like an animatronic. Not really my cup of tea. I think I'm just going to stick with my Party City 2021 techie Michael Myers for now. Lastly, we have the Deluxe Ghostface animatronic. Now this guy is super awesome. He actually comes with interchangeable masks and interchangeable knives. That's a super unique feature. I love the interchangeability on this guy. It really makes him more like a collector's item if you think about it. Definitely super awesome. The animation does look, again, a little robotic. I'm not really a huge fan of the robotic animation on the licenses this year. The only really fluid one out of the ones that we've seen. Now, Emily and Victor are allegedly servo. We haven't seen a video of them in action just yet, but the Michael looks really robotic and Art looks really fluid, but Ghostface and Michael look super robotic. Ghostface is going to be retailing for $280, which it's a licensed prop, which is actually pretty good. I mean, other non-licensed props do retail for that price, so that's a pretty good price. And you're getting two masks, and you're also getting two knives as well, so keep that in mind too. But overall, not really a big fan of this Ghostface. Probably not going to be picking them up, but I'm glad we're seeing another Ghostface, and this is at least an improvement than the other one that we got a couple years back in 2021. That one was not good whatsoever, and I'm glad this one will erase the mistakes that one made. Woo! That was a long video. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you so much for watching it and making it through all the way. And if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so that you never miss an upload. Make sure to stay tuned for my big Party City sneak preview uploads. They should be coming out before the end of the month, so make sure to keep your eyes open for those. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Haunting Studios, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy haunting!